up? This is your host, Sekave Matayakaso. As you saw from the thumbnail and the title, I'm about to do a first time reaction to this here video. I'm gonna leave the link to the original video in the description down below. That being said, let's hop right into it. Alright, now Core just dropped their video Streamers vs 9 to 5 Workers. I know they already did one for FaZe, but doing one under Core is definitely smart. And I can definitely say I can and do relate to this because I literally am currently working a 9 to 5. I also stream. I stream on YouTube.
Oh, you love talking, but you don't like listening, right?
You have been doing that time and time again.
You've been manipulating me this whole time. Back off! You're a walking fossil!
That's your choice, not my choice.
Your
my
job is your.
It's not my
nobody
choice,
in
it's
here
my
is
job.
doing the
You are such an insignificant human being. You have zero.
Whoa!
It sounds like at 61 you're going through an end life crisis right now.
That's not true.
Exactly. No.
We
thank you for
create
saying
the
that.
algorithm.
Yo. Thanks to Jubilee for this idea. Nice.
I mean, yeah, my point was I don't think you guys have a point.
Round 1, Lacey. Lacey built his career as a content creator through Fortnite gameplay, IRL streaming, and personality-driven videos that helped him grow a large online audience across platforms with nearly 2.5 million Twitch followers. Yo, that respect to Lacey.
There is no argument that a 9
Claim streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. Debatable.
to 5 is harder than streaming.
Have you ever?
Hold on.
I mean, yeah, my point was I don't think you guys have a point. There is no argument that a 9 to 5 is harder than streaming.
Streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. It can be. There's so many angles to it.
Have you ever had a 9 to 5
I have,
before?
yes.
What did you do? What did you do?
I was a dishwasher at Panera and a self-checkout host at Walmart.
So did you enjoy it?
No.
Okay, so was it hard? Was it like the pressure?
No, it was the easiest thing ever. What do you do for a living?
I work in insurance. I have.
So you're a scammer.
I'm a scammer. Well, I guess.
So,
I'm selling
okay,
you
so,
some stuff.
and just asking.
Yes.
You think it's hard to sit at a desk and pick up a phone and say, hey, you have insurance?
It is not just this. So you don't have a boss.
I am the boss.
Exactly.
I am the boss. I have to worry about my employees.
Who are your employees?
I have a cameraman, I have an editor, I have 3 editors,
Okay, but
I have a team, I have an agent, a manager.
You can fire them if you, so they
Yes,
have a
but
9 to 5.
It's
then.
harder worrying about my business and controlling my business than it is to just be working for someone else and letting them tell me what to do. You get to wake up every day, they give you a schedule, tell you, hey, pick up this phone call, hey, go to lunch at this time. Your life is handed to you on a silver platter.
It is very.
That's a good point. So for me, I work a 9 to 5. I'm a test admin. I give people tests. It's a 9 to 5. I'm answering emails, scheduling them, and while I schedule them, I ask them, why do y'all want to take the test? We can't deny them a test, but we can ask them why they want the test so that we help them understand. Now, the job is enjoyable. Sometimes the job is fun, but it's definitely hard mentally. For me, it's hard. I have a medical condition. I won't go too deep into it, so it makes the job harder for me. My point is, the job is hard mentally because I'm dealing with entitled people. The workload can be overwhelming. I sit in front of a computer so my eyes get tired. When it comes to test day, I have to have everything prepared. I have to brief people. And for me, I have anxiety, so it's hard for me. What makes the 9 to 5 harder than streaming in this aspect is the fact that after I come home, nobody's telling me to get on stream. I'm the one who's having to push myself to stream on YouTube. Right now, I'm trying to get 4,000 watch hours. There are some days I can't even stream because of how tired I am. I just have like, what, 590 watch hours left, and I know I can get that hella easy. But because of how tired my body gets the moment I get home, it's hard. So in this case, a 9 to 5, I won't say is harder, but can be harder than streaming in this situation.
It's stressful.
given to you.
We
It's
have like a
not.
mental charge that you guys don't have.
Mental stress.
Mental charge. Yes. Yes.
You want to talk about mental stress? You ever seen a whole chat spam L's?
Never have.
And what else do they call? What else do they call?
Oh my God! They call me fat. They call me a pig. They call me a
but
whale.
you decided
they
to
call me.
expose
They call me a
yourself.
woolly mammoth. They call me.
not even wrong.
They call me.
Okay.
They call me flabby. Everything under the sun. Just looking at my face right now.
Right now.
You see what I'm saying? So that.
And that's valid too. Streaming takes a toll on your mental. I strive to stream like 8 to 10 hour streams, sometimes close to 12, but it's hard doing that because my body is tired. So in some similar aspects, streaming also can be hard. It's debatable because there's so many different aspects of streaming and a 9 to 5 job that makes those lanes hard.
That's mental stress. If I don't,
But you mentioned it. Excuse me, I'm looking.
but imagine thousands of people every day
But
making
you
fun of
you decided to expose yourself
And
and,
you-
do I don't know what exactly you do. Like, do you play video games? Because I see those streamers that just play video games and they talk to their people and that's it. Like, do you think this is hard?
I'm an entertainer and a model.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, what exactly?
So basically, I play video games.
Okay. What I just said.
I like basically like a lifestyle streamer. I show my daily life.
Okay, and so this is
And I
hard
have
for
to
you to do.
yes,
so?
because I have to plan a lot of content. You guys have off days. I wake up every day. I have to be on 100% energy.
How much do you make doing like right here? We're in a freaking mansion.
I don't make a lot.
sweetie.
I don't make a lot. I only make probably like I'd say like $500,000 a month.
$500,000, and you're not making $500,000 a month. You're not making a lot. Like, what the hell? Do you know how much? I'm not American, but do you know how many like American are poor?
The national average salary for an individual in the United States is approximately $63,000 to $66,000 annually. However, because extremely high earners can skew the average, the median salary, the exact midpoint where half of workers earn more and half earn less, is a more accurate metric, sitting between 56,000 and 62 annually. I gotta get it in yen because, yeah, I earn in yen. I don't earn in dollars, so the conversion is gonna be.
Yeah, but that's my point is that I have to work hard to get to that point. Like,
But
it's
yeah,
so
but
hard to do.
those people are not making like 500,000.
Well, yeah, but that's not my problem. That's their fault.
Like, why didn't you become?
Yeah, why aren't you a streamer? If
Well,
it's so, if it's so easy, why aren't you a streamer?
I didn't say wealth. Okay. No. Listen.
And for that $500,000, he's got to post like answer.
Streaming is hard. Streaming is hard. Like, just because you stream, you're not guaranteed to make 500,000. Like, that's not realistic. Like, everybody can stream, but not everybody is going to be successful streaming. So, yeah.
Instagram story.
Yes.
Sometimes a tweet.
Yep.
Because this is so hard. It
is
Yeah.
Wow.
And you got to make sure you tag the company, do the ad, or
sponsor.
you got to delete.
Wow.
Have you ever
Because I
archived
didn't
your
work.
story and the company finds
Oh
out?
my gosh! After
like 2 hours.
2 hours, and then they're
What
like,
is it?
And then
What
you
is
don't
it?
get paid.
You are so good at your job that you can do it without any problem, right?
no, there's so many problems because of how hard it is. There's things that you won't even understand. Imagine you're live and your IRL toolkit goes black, or your OBS crashes, or before you know it, the Wi-Fi and the whole chat spins.
Another thing that people don't really think about, that streaming is a business. Just like any other business that you would go to the grocery store or the salon or get your haircut, those are all businesses. So those are ran differently. The owners of those establishments, they're running businesses. For you, you can go in and get what you need, but for them, they have to work twice as hard because nobody is laying everything out for them, telling them what to do. When I go into my job, I know what to do. Because of my job description, because of what I was trained to do, I know what to do every single day. Versus streaming, nobody's telling me how to stream. No one is telling me how to schedule streams, coming up with titles, descriptions, tags, making sure that my channel is aligned so that when I schedule a stream, that it mirrors my channel description, my standard, and communicates with the algorithm so that YouTube knows who to push out. Like, nobody's telling me how to do that.
Have you been on a Starlink for 30 days?
I don't even know what the hell that means.
See? Because it's hard. But if you ask me, oh, hey, do you have insurance? I know what that is. Because it's easy, it's simple. Anybody in this room can go sit at a desk, pick up a phone, and talk about insurance that they read from a spreadsheet that their boss gave them. Not everybody in this room
But
could go
it
press
is
go
not
live.
just this. Like, you gotta make like monthly stuff. Like not monthly. Yeah, monthly. Like, your boss is like,
Hold up, wait a minute. It is not fair for you and
2v1
the
action?
team to take on my sister here. I had no.
Oh, you guys are sisters.
You know
Okay.
what?
You know what? Hey, Jason, pull up. Hey, Jason, pull up. Hey, pull up.
We are real people living in a real world, dealing with people with real situations.
Same with us.
So it's, yeah.
You guys were just sitting back and enjoying the free ride.
Enjoying.
I mean,
Free ride.
we have
I worked
people
hard to get
that
here.
rely on us to show up every day. We have to show up.
Okay, no. I got a good point. I got a good point here. So,
People depend on us.
oh, so you guys have what? Maybe 5-10 people a day that depend on you? We have
Not at
tens
all.
of thousands. If we don't go live,
Congratulations.
Are they gonna die? They're gonna die if you don't go live.
Yes, some might
Yes.
die.
You never
Some
know.
play video games that they cannot play, they cannot follow.
I had a viewer who told me he was gonna kill himself if I didn't respond. I'll be honest with you, I wanted to farm Aura, I didn't respond. He's still alive though. There is people out there that want to
They also deal with situations that's kind of life-threatening like that too. People lose their homes.
What do you
every
do for
day.
a living?
Hey, I'm in the mortgage operation business.
In the
And
what?
Mortgage operation. So I deal
Sounds
with people
easy.
who are
Mortgage operations refers to all administrative processing, compliance, and service activities involved in managing a mortgage loan from application through payoff.
Mortgage operation?
Yeah,
Oh, so you tell people what they have to pay on their house.
No, I try to save people from losing their house. They're in foreclosure. They're in bankruptcy. They come to us for help.
I can
Are
do
they going to go
that.
homeless?
If they can't afford their house, why do they buy it?
Hey, we're here to remediate that.
But do you
right?
have to
We're here to be
provide-
problem solvers.
They can't pay for their house. So she basically says, yo, why don't you guys pay me?
Look at how she's just
They pay you-
waltzing
we're
in.
getting free. We're getting free. We're getting free.
Listen. I think we get a little rotation going, guys.
We do real work.
We do real work too.
You're dependent on some kind of algorithm. And for
That's
some
not
feedback.
true.
Exactly. No.
We
thank you for
create
saying
the
that.
algorithm.
9 to 5 for people who need us to show up. for them.
Okay, and
You
we're
show up
here.
for them too. Your
We're here
argument
9 to
is
5.
pointless.
We're here 9 to 9. There's a difference.
Don't blame me for it. Don't
all
blame me.
day.
Don't blame me for it.
Whiny tech bros.
Stop, mommy. Not me.
I never knew before a few minutes ago that there's actually a niche out there that pays
Niche.
for niche. Fair enough. Male, flabby models. I never knew.
Oh, wow. You want to go there? You're a walking fossil.
And proud of it. Damn proud of it.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an educational therapist.
What does that do? So you give therapy to people who need education.
Therapy.
Let me
Easy.
throw it back at you, as well as behavioral therapist. And I'm telling you, let me just switch it up a little bit. What do you think? You've already told me what you think about my looks. You've already told me about what you already think I am.
I think you look beautiful.
Imagine how hard it is that that's just one of many layers upon layers upon layers that you have to have the guts to go in day after day after day and be vulnerable to those judgments. Day after day after day, you have to be empathetic. Day after day after day, you guys have to be adaptable. You don't have the courage
Yeah.
to communicate two ways. Do you have the guts to listen to people?
Are you is it a TED Talk?
I'm gonna be honest
TED
with
Talk?
you.
The chat, if there was a chat, they'd be spamming O, Z's, L's, OMG, bros. They'd be spamming a whole bunch of emotes right now.
What do you have to offer?
Entertainment.
Making people's days.
Making people happy on a global basis.
Happy? Are you
You know,
entertained?
I'm happy with what I do.
Are we not entertained?
We are not.
But at the end of the day, though, you express your concerns and grievances of your job. I'm pretty sure you do that, and that's the thing. You have to be real about that. Like,
My point is this. I think that you live in an ethereal plane where you have no true touch with reality. What you get is you do not have a value.
Define ethereal.
Let me finish with what I'm saying before you say that.
Are you guys
And you seem to be an expert in words, so I'll let you figure that one out because you've already corrected our young lady over here.
I am spelling bee.
So, are you though? That's so wonderful. Is that as I look into the vapid eyesight.
What is this vocabulary?
I'm sorry, he's losing me with the vocabs.
One of you is there's nothing there. All I see is these smirky, smart-ass boys that don't really know anything about life, don't know anything about value,
judging
have
a
no
book by its
connection. Well, that's exactly what he just did.
Let him get his point out. That's not true. She called me flabby.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
It is, you got a weird chopped eyebrow. That's the thing that I can't stop looking at because it just looks stupid. But my driving point is that you do not understand the value of the work that you do.
So
you get way too
Hold
much
on, let me
money
break
for
it
what
down.
you
Can we
do.
break down every single
We're
point you're
going to
making?
get to that, but there's no value in the work that you do to what you actually get. And because of that, it has left you to be hollowed souls. I look in every single
Not true. If you've heard their life story and their upbringing and what they had to go through to get to where they are to get what they have, it's not only about how they got there, but it's about even maintaining that. Like you have to maintain that. That's a different level.
One of your eyes, when I look at these people around me, these people.
When you think about it, what makes streaming even harder is, like I said, about maintaining it. You have to maintain that level. The more money that you make, the more problems that there is, the bigger scope of things that you have to keep track of. And
That have earned their integrity.
They're gonna be skipping
it's,
the
it's
Right
only
here.
been 10 minutes,
There's
and
zero to you.
I'm over
I
here.
see nothing but these ghosts that 10 years from now, when you actually have to become a responsible human being,
Oh my
that's when
brother.
you're going to think about yourself. Because that's
Whoa!
Are you speaking from experience?
We got a couple more years
or are you
anyway, so
just
probably-
talking the talk.
Okay, so hold on. Let's break it down. So let's break it down. You said, you love talking, but you don't like listening, right?
Yeah, I'm going to it's fine.
First and foremost, you talk about life. How old are you, if you don't mind?
61.
You're 61. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
You get there.
Yeah, no, probably not. I'll probably myself.
I can tell.
I love my life.
That's the whole thing. No, you
I've
don't.
got a Lamborghini
You know
Urus
what?
with a
It
purple
doesn't matter.
carbon fiber
You know what?
hood.
You have no sense of self. I can tell by looking in your eyes. Look at me. I can tell by looking in your eyes that you're not a confident
You're
human
not.
being. You
It's
talk like an idiot.
You don't even let anyone talk.
You have no confidence.
This is content at the end of the day, but it's the degradation that doesn't make his point valuable. Although he is making some good points, it's the fact that he's talking down on them, minimizing them, degrading them. At that point, I'm not hearing what you're saying at that point.
Whatsoever.
So is your guys' jobs being like gaslighters, like a manipulator?
You have zero confidence. You have.
You don't even let me talk.
You are such an insignificant human being.
So what's your job? So what's your job? So
I
what's your
think
job?
you're projecting
Yeah, I think
onto
he
us
is.
right now.
What's your job? Wait, what's your job? You can't even look at me. So what is your job?
I work in marketing. You guys are marketers, so you laughed at that.
So
that really makes
you don't
me
even
laugh.
let another person talk.
Yeah, but you have no understanding of what you're saying.
I have no.
Yeah, we're marketers. We're marketing ourselves. The product is us. We're the brand. Tokyo-Made is the brand. You're
Understand.
selling
None.
yourself.
Zero.
So what do you do as a marketer?
You're an insignificant human
can't even-
being.
Are you gonna debate or are you gonna insult?
All
Right?
you guys have done is insult people, and this is why I came in.
What are you? Are you delusional?
Who called her a fossil?
Oh, that was me. She called me flabby. It's well deserved.
You called yourself flabby.
She used my
yourself.
insecurities against me.
If it's an insecurity, why did you brag about it?
He's a plus size model. Is that not okay?
I was releasing things that mean something.
Is there something funny?
Yeah.
What's
You gotta-
funny about that?
We're going to start selling products. It's very funny because
It is pretty darn funny.
it is very funny.
But why?
I say to the snowflake who drives a Lamborghini, that's gonna
And a
flash
Porsche.
my mind.
And a
Yeah.
Porsche.
Yeah.
Since you guys are such like, what's the word I'm looking for? You just understand everything about life.
We do.
What do you
And
think
not
I've
everything-
accomplished in my life then? Since all I talk about is just cars, I guess.
All you've done is accumulate things with a value that you don't understand.
And maybe gotten
good
a
for
pretty
you.
good haircut.
Hey, good for you.
Wait, I have a question. Does your mom still work?
No, she doesn't work. I retired my mom about a year ago. I bought her a house at 17, paid off. I sent you 250 grand.
What?
I want you to just enjoy your life, even if you don't need it.
Oh my god, what do you need? That's a lot of money.
Beautiful thing that you have that cash. But what I'm saying is,
But these are things, but you're not even listening. You're just talking once
You don't know the
again.
value of the cash that you have.
I do know the value of the cash I have.
You
That's why I put it in
absolutely
places that make me more money.
You wouldn't even buy a Lamborghini. if
I
you
don't
were
own the
just-
Lamborghini. I lease the Lamborghini to avoid tax on
Even
it.
leasing is just
6,000 pounds. I pay tax. I make too much money that I have
What
to
I'm
pay
saying
tax.
is when you lose all this a year or two from now, and you
I'm not going to
actually are
lose it
working
because I've
on
lost everything and I've learned to gain it back. I've done that before.
Yup. I actually watched a video about him talking about that.
You're pushing a lot of insecurities. I feel like you've had a lot of problems at 61 years old.
Not at all.
Do you have grandchildren?
I don't.
You don't?
Because I don't want to have children. I didn't want to have.
I'm saying, does your
I love the life that I live, but I earned my life, and you have
Wait.
not earned anything in your life yet.
you have 60 children? I'm noticing something.
60 with no
I'm
children.
noticing something here.
Are you supposed to have children by 60?
60 with no children, you're gonna have no bloodline at all.
I don't want it.
We shouldn't continue this bloodline anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just a negative person and you like pushing it off people.
I don't think you're hearing that we are both acknowledging.
But you guys,
I got it.
Hey,
they're not giving any
Can I get this?
reason.
Hey, how about letting people finish sentences?
I'm gonna let you finish if you let me finish after.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely. One thing we can agree on. I think you're not hearing, none of you, what we do acknowledge.
She's shaking because she's. I think she's triggered. They've been just trolling them, and since they're much older, so they've been taking it to offense, but Ron has been trying to speak for like the last however many minutes, and they haven't been allowing him to get a word out, and just degrading him.
About your successes, about your earnings, about what you have accomplished. But let's go back to what we're here for today. Which is more difficult?
Comes another TED Talk.
Okay.
And I'm going back to saying it's harder to engage with what this gentleman was talking about before. Engaging with reality, engaging with a community or a tribe, which is what the human experience is. You don't have the courage to every single day listen, respond, adapt.
You as well.
I disagree. I think you're confabulating when you do that and throw it back at him.
Hey, yo.
Hold on now.
You want to twerk on
Your
her?
turn.
What now?
Okay. So his job's a marketer. You talk about I can't do what he does. My whole job is marketing.
I never said that. I never said that.
Not in that vein.
Nobody
Just getting a little
is
too
saying
specific. There's a
you
broad
can't
spectrum
do
to
this
that.
or you can't
So you
do
gotta-
that.
My
You
question
can't
is,
succeed.
you want to go back to the argument, what's harder, 9 to 5 versus our jobs? I just did a Minecraft marathon for 4 days straight. I was a miner for 72 hours, playing with Jinxie. Do you understand how hard that is?
No
to be,
lunch
it's
break.
like no lunch break,
No, nothing.
no
Throw you a
showers,
fish.
full energy.
Throw you
And
a fish.
can
Is
you,
there even
my-
any point
you know what ads are, right?
any of us
You know what ads are?
bragging about our hardest
I'm asking,
day?
do you know what ads are? Can you run ads in your sleep with 15,000 people watching you with constant 30-minute ads?
Look, I understand that you have all these technical things that you're doing.
You're
And
not even arguing with me. You're just talking.
I'm not. Look. Right now, I'm actually listening to you and agreeing with you. So just hold tight for a second.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. See, that was a good thing.
I like it.
Because I don't know if you truly understand the ethereal world and the ethereal plane that you guys are in, and how.
Go with this ethereal again.
But you understand.
What is that you talking about?
It's kind of a fake world.
Is that a crypto?
It's fake world. It's fake money. None of it is really all that real.
That shit's real.
And at some point, I understand it.
Yeah, I mean, how else do you think that they're able to afford the things that they have if it's fake?
Feels real right now.
Oh, it
But in a
feels real.
very, very short period of time, it's all going to disappear on you.
That's
And
not
when
possible.
it does, it's going to be
projection.
interesting.
I have money that just is making money
Yeah,
forever.
when money stops making money, you no longer have money.
Okay, so what if you die tomorrow?
Yeah, so what? I've lived a great
What if this? What if that? What if that? You could just live your life with what ifs. You're just a negative person. It sounds like at 61 you're going through an end life crisis right now. You don't really know what's going on in your own life, so you're trying to put it on other people.
Adapted to top tier variety and IRL streamer who built his early career through Call of Duty trick shot videos and YouTube gaming content before expanding into live streaming on Twitch. On Twitch, he sits around 1.5 million followers. Facts. Being judged by thousands of strangers is worse than being judged by your boss. Compared to the thousands of strangers, you're able to turn everything off and recharge and then come back. In my line of work, like, people know my name. For me, I'm being judged every day by thousands. If I don't do something wrong, I'm judged. And because people know my name and because of my line of work, I have to always remain professional. I always have to always maintain composure in dealing with people and authorities. Yeah, being judged by thousands of strangers is worse than being judged by your boss. I would say my boss, it would be probably worse with my boss because he controls my paycheck, whether I stay in the job or not. So my boss would probably be worse because either way, both affects my job.
Let's hear your point of view first.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think I would say 1,000 strangers judging you is harder and more mentally taxing than one who is your boss.
You can block them.
You cannot block 1,000 people.
You can't block 1,000 people. I agree with that part. But the thing is, being judged by a boss is more direct. Whereas you could always either block some of them, or you could just say, I just completely ignore him. I don't give a
And you're saying that your boss directly speaking to you, judging you, is a lot harder to pivot around than 1,000 people online.
Right, because at least you have a right to say, I don't like this guy, I'm not gonna listen to it, I don't give a I'll agree with 51%, rather.
So what if you get stream sniped? What if you get stream sniped?
I'm sorry, what?
What if you get stream sniped? You can't.
What is that?
It's a good point, Adams. Great point.
You can't.
Wow.
You can't block that person, can you?
Yeah.
What if you're
if they come to your job and then they start judging you? That's about as direct as it gets.
Are you gonna swing?
That is true.
That's a good point. For me, in my current reality, working at 9 to 5, the worst thing for me right now is being judged by my boss, because regardless if I want to ignore him, I have to deal with him. So in my reality, that's the worst thing. Being judged by thousands of strangers is also worse because I've experienced virality, like having things go viral and just having comments and comments of just hate comments. In that time, that was like the worst thing to me in that time. Even though I would ignore it and just continue doing what I was doing, because at the end of the day, it was the internet. As of right now, being judged by your boss is somewhat the worst thing. Unless you're experiencing it, it'll be hard to say which one is worse.
But
And then they start trying to clip farm and say crazy things.
But the stream sniping part is true, because if someone finds your location, then they're coming at you, and who knows, they could have a deadly weapon and can harm you. So unlike being judged by your boss. So it's about aspects. In terms of absolute, it might be difficult. It's more so about case by case.
Things like
Ever now street snipe and they blown up all your exes?
Yeah.
Every single ex you've ever been with?
You can't block that.
Imagine, let's make it smaller. Imagine you're walking around doing your stream, whatever it is, and 15 kids come up to you to start with you, and they don't leave. They don't leave.
What can you do?
What are you gonna do?
You can't retaliate because then you look bad.
One time I
If
had
you
a
have to take
grown
the high
man.
horse.
I had a grown man tell me to oink for him in person.
Oof. The card declined fat. What are you gonna do about it?
Get out of my face.
What are you gonna do about it?
Coming up, call me a fat. Call me a pig. Call me an oink.
Can you imagine if people showed up? If
They're laughing, like this is
It's
real.
trauma to me. It's trauma.
So what would you do in a situation like that?
It's okay.
What would anyone?
That's
in
a
this
good
room
point.
do? If in a can you still block that? No, you can't.
are you doing like streaming like what Jack Doherty's doing?
Oh hell no!
Nah. God no.
That's the image that I'm getting.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad.
But that man is tapped in, though. He's tapped in, so yeah, he understands.
Stereotype for streamers. I would probably use a different person to try to be the poster boy for IRL streaming.
But you're behind screen, so you're hiding behind a keyboard.
But we go outside.
No. I'm talking about getting stream sniped.
Like not on the game. Stream side means
define that.
if you're going in person and you're walking the street. So we IRL stream. That means in real life. So we walk around with the camera. It's like
Basically, we're
reality
like
TV.
we're celebrities.
We're celebrities.
Yeah.
We have tens of thousands of people always finding us instantly. Instantly. We have crowds that build up like it's Michael Jackson
You
outside.
should see
That
the
guy
amount of
shows
girls
speed.
that follow me around outside.
Did I know you before?
He's bigger than Michael Jackson.
Or let's take a little step. You're doing your stream. You guys don't have like protection?
No.
Like Jack Doherty does?
No.
Yeah, but he's a
Well, I know Jack Doherty's an extreme example. All right, so I take it back. But don't you guys have like a couple of your friends or staff that you hire to protect
I'm
you?
all security, sir.
he knows a lot.
Yeah.
He knows how to box.
That's ethereal.
Why not do it that way?
There you go.
Ethereal. Streaming is harder because there's no guaranteed paycheck. Debatable. It depends on the level, but generally, yeah, you're building this by yourself, so there's no guarantee of paycheck. But once again, it's debatable.
I don't know if anyone in here started streaming knowing that it was gonna pan out this way in our life and it was gonna be our main source of income. We all started it for fun.
Yeah.
Because we showed up every day and put in the work.
It take years to make it, but it take years to get up in a position at your job too. Like at my job, I have to work at every position for like 3 to 5.
As a matter of fact, I can even say this. My job that I'm working right now, there was no guarantee that I would be in this job. That's the crazy part. It functioned like a 9 to 5, but based on my contract, I can only work there for a max of 3 years. And I'm in my second year. And I was working that job knowing that there was no guarantee that I would be in that job, that I would have a guaranteed paycheck. I have no annual leave. I got sick. And they used my annual leave to deduct the days off when the time I was sick. The crazy thing was, even though I would use annual leave at the time, I still lost money. If I even take leave with no pay, I still lose money. I don't got sick leave. I don't have summer leave. I don't have any type of leave. On top of that, no guarantee that I would be in this job past the 3-year mark. So yeah, likewise, streaming, I know initially I said that like streaming is harder because there's no guaranteed paycheck. I was like, streaming is debatable, and I still stick by it. It's debatable because it also depends on how you build the foundation for streaming to be stable enough to provide a guaranteed paycheck. So it's debatable. So I don't necessarily agree that it's harder. Actually, they can say it because of the level that they're at, but from my experience, personally, as of right now, I believe that it's not harder to get a guaranteed paycheck. Like, I'm working at 9 to 5 and my job position was not guaranteed. As of this current moment, it's not until my contract changes that puts me in a stable and a more guaranteed paycheck where my pay is not affected regardless of what I do.
5 years in order to keep going up to make more money. And the money that we make in a year, y'all make it monthly.
Okay, so a great example. He didn't go to college, right? He said, I'm putting it all in. I didn't go to college. I said, I'm putting it all in. There's not guaranteed money. We weren't guaranteed. So what if it failed?
Yeah, when I was 17, my mom wanted me to go to college and get a job. This was in 2015.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. And streaming content creation wasn't a thing back then. Okay? So I had to look at my traditional mom and say, no, I'm gonna go make Call of Duty videos in New York with a bunch of kids I met on Xbox. And
his mom's reaction.
What I was hearing 10 years ago is everything that he was saying. In a year or two, this is gone. In a year or two, this is gone. You're gonna have to get a job. It's all gonna disappear. It's a decade later, and it's higher than it's ever been. And it's because I decided, all right, I'm gonna follow my dreams and take this risk without knowing if I'm gonna be able to pay for this or.
And honestly, in life, to be honest, nothing is a guarantee. But at the end of the day, you got to take the risk. I've been creating content for 6 years. And on my gaming channel, I never thought I would monetize it. I never thought, I would see money. I never thought that I'd see like a potential paycheck. Nothing in life is a guarantee unless you put the work and move towards it.
Nobody here's a risk taker. Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
But when you have a job, you're basically taking risks too.
I was a mailman.
You say you were a mailman?
Yes. I was a mailman for 45 minutes. I cut my hand on a rubber band and I quit.
Yeah. But you're one. But there's people that go through real life crises at jobs though. Like I work at a school. Anything can happen at school. I hear you. I have to deal with people coming in every month to check my work. If it's not good, I get written up. I have to put in a vacation to see if I can even make it here.
I hear you though. It sounds like
get accepted. I was going.
My thing is, listen. My thing is, it sounds like
you have to work for that. You have to work hours for that. You guys, y'all can. You go on vacation, right?
Yeah, but it's still. And you go on vacation. It's still.
And you could go live, but still you're on.
In 2 weeks for 5 days. I gotta work there. I don't want to work.
You're in the Bahamas, and you can just drink, and all you gotta do is this. Chad, that's all you have to do.
The main thing that I'm hearing from you is that you really don't like your job or the structure or anything about how it's set up. But you don't want to fully commit to what you want to do.
It's the cycle of living. It's the cycle of living. It's like sometimes it's hard to break that certain type of cycle. Everybody is part of that cycle.
I hear you.
There's some people in.
This guy working retail, I think, or he said he works at a school. I agree with where he's coming from, where when you're in that cycle, it's hard to break it. And honestly, me too, working my 9 to 5 job as a test admin, it feels and looks that way. Like I said, there are some days that I can't stream. There are some days where I can't work on my reaction channel. I'm actually building 2 channels, and it is hard as hell. Like a few days ago, I was just venting about, I was like, yo, like, I'm so frustrated with the fact that work takes so much time away from me that I can't even work on content. Like, my sleep is even tanking. Like, I don't feel rested. Like, I feel tired. This job makes me feel restless. And every time, like, I'm on the screen right now recording, like, it brings me joy. Anytime that I'm in front of the camera working on reactions or streaming, like, it brings me joy. And I know if I was like, I know that and I'm speaking for myself, I know that I can push this thing because I have built a foundation that I know it's so stable and it's set that when I build content on top of it based off of the structure that I have, I know I'll succeed. So it's like, I get what he's saying, but it all boils down to you have to take the risk and you have to outweigh the cost. Like, it starts with what are you willing to give to break out of that mold?
His room, who could make a YouTube video, go live on stream, and people will genuinely be entertained because they have that it factor. If
they're not
she
making
went
money
live
like
on
that.
stream and started talking about TED Talks and educational therapy, no one's watching her. Nobody's watching her. Nobody.
Turn that.
So that's why it's harder, because not everybody has it.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, what is it?
Ethereal place.
One thing I'd like to know what it is you stream.
Oh, yeah, it's a good question.
What is your streaming?
Basically, something like how they like my like a daily life, but a day in my night though is because it's like I have to do it when I get off work.
Like desktops.
Yeah, like desktops. But I could do something on the weekend, like all right.
I also have an opportunity to work with Jordan Matters. Do you know Matter Daddy?
Matter.
Daddy coming in?
I don't know. I don't even know what you guys are saying. But there's a thing with this, and this is the point that I want to make. I feel that Jordan Matter, who's like 60, has had to turn into a buffoon to be able to keep the 18 million people that
Does he look like a buffoon to you?
You kind of act like a buffoon. And I'm not saying you are a buffoon. I said you act like one. You're not a buffoon. You're a smart kid. And I like the happen.
Here's the truth, though. Every person in this room so far has not given a valid reason as to why your jobs are harder. You have just said our jobs.
It's a sympathy farm. It's a sympathy.
You guys have just talked about how our jobs are bad.
They basically go, my job's bad. I take no risk.
But you don't have to worry about somebody breathing down your neck.
We did, though. We did.
Your audience,
if you want to go back, if you really
your
want to
audience
go
can't
back.
fire you. You're your own boss.
You see the Twitter
I've been paying for 30 days before.
Okay, but y'all could do 25 days till Christmas. We gotta work on Christmas. We gotta work so we can get Christmas.
Okay,
gifts.
let me.
25.
We gotta work. Wait, hold on. Okay, so wait. So listen. Let me just say this.
No, but that's good. Listen, already gonna get.
Okay, listen. Your whole thing. Listen. Your whole thing is money, guarantees. Would you still show up at your job every single day if you knew you were not getting paid?
No.
It's anyone.
They said no. Perfect example. Furloughs. In my line of work, there are another group where even in the vicinity that we're in, there's a group of people where they still have to show up to work even when they're not getting paid. So they can say if you're not guaranteed a paycheck and you have to still commit to your jobs, would you still show up? They will say no. These other people may feel like no, they don't want to come into work, but they have no choice because they're under contract. They're under different stipulations. So to them, that's a hypothetical. For others, that's a reality. For those that I work with, that's a reality.
In here is the answer yes. No one in here is.
She's lying.
There was an adpocalypse in 2017.
Oh no.
The YouTube apocalypse is widely used to describe a major advertiser boycott that began in March 2017. Large companies pulled ads after discovering their advertisements were appearing alongside extremists, hateful, or otherwise controversial content on YouTube. As a result, YouTube tightened its monetization policies, leading to more videos being demonetized, stricter advertiser-friendly guidelines, higher requirements for monetization, creator changing titles, thumbnails, and content to stay ad-friendly. I remember hearing about that.
You might remember this. All the big marketing companies pulled their ads from YouTube. So you would upload a YouTube video and make 2-3% of what you're supposed to make. Would you show up at work and do the same thing every single day if your paycheck got cut in half by 98%?
Your paycheck got cut?
How much is 2-3%?
Like, what were you getting paid before that?
I don't know the numbers. I never really looked at it, but yeah, I probably would only make about 1,000 of it.
How many videos would you upload a month?
Every day, maybe 3 a week. I had to watch everybody else say, nah, we're not gonna make videos anymore because we're not gonna make money. That same mentality you had, which would have got me exactly where you said I would be. A year or two, it would all be gone.
That's a good point. Some others quit. But for him, he still kept on doing it regardless of the fact that he wasn't getting paid. He still was doing it.
But I kept uploading.
You pivoted.
Made no money. It's okay though.
You took that risk.
And
but a job isn't guaranteed. Just how streaming isn't guaranteed. Like a job isn't guaranteed.
Yes,
You could get laid off.
A job's guaranteed. If you get laid off, you just apply to Taco Bell. If you get laid off from Taco Bell, you apply to Burger King.
That's not.
Same.
That's not going to get you by.
Chipotle is what?
No, but
That's
Chipotle
like
too.
bagging food. It's not hard.
That's a job is like for like
It's
kids.
not
That's
hard.
In this current economy, as of right now, jobs are not sustainable. Like right now, prices are getting more expensive and like incomes are not increasing. So it's getting harder and harder to afford things. Even in my job, I can say that I'm not guaranteed that I can thrive at this job. Like there's no guarantee.
college.
So
That's
give
like
therapy
shit like-
to educational students. It's not hard.
No.
All right, it's not.
Silky is a high energy IRL and GTA 5 streamer known for reactive interactive streams alongside other core members on Twitch. He has around 1.1 million followers, averages roughly 8,000, 10,000 viewers per stream during events like Subathons peaked at 60K in peak streams. Okay. Kudos to Silky. Kudos to Silky.
Well, first and foremost, streamers are not overpaid at all because you have to maintain a certain amount of viewers to meet a threshold in order to get paid from ads. Then you have to make sure that you are generating enough subs every month, right? You could invest 10 bands a month into your brand, but if you're making 15, gang, what are you making? You got to spend $3K on food. You got to spend money on your workers.
How you gonna pay the chef?
How you gonna pay the chef?
Well, that's a different story. Yeah, if you want to get a chef, get a chef. That's totally cool.
How you gonna pay the chef? The chef has to make food for everybody within the house, and you have to pay your part. She doesn't get paid. She doesn't come to feed anybody else. You know who that falls back on? That's on me.
Yeah, of course.
If they can't eat, that's on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not holding up my part because I'm holding them back. You see what I'm saying?
Love you, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Love you, bro. No. Okay, I get your point, but that's like if you want to get a chef, though.
That goes back to the point that I had made earlier that, yeah, getting there may be hard at first, but the next part is maintaining that. You have to maintain the status that you got to continue to afford to do it. Like,
What if at some point, that maybe, I'm going to order some DoorDash? Or what if I want to, get your IRL, for example, right? You want to go to some restaurant, how are you going to do that?
So look, right? So this is how I know you don't support 9-to-5 workers for real, because you just mentioned DoorDash, and there was a whole entire...
in the past, before 2019, DoorDash used a system where tips could effectively reduce the base pay a driver received. Wow. This led to backlash because it felt like tips were being used to subsidize wages. After criticism and lawsuits, DoorDash changed its model in 2019 so that drivers keep 100% of tips. Tips are added on top of base pay, not used to replace it. Like, why would you decrease their base pay? Like, why would you do that? Why not let them keep 100% of their tips on top of the pay? Like, what? Yeah, that's crazy.
Point, that maybe, I'm going to order some DoorDash. Or what if I want to, get your IRL, for example, right? You want to go to some restaurant, how are you going to do that?
So look, right? So this is how I know you don't support 9-to-5 workers for real, because you just mentioned DoorDash, and there was a whole entire article stating that DoorDash gyps their workers of their tips. They don't get full percent of their tips. So I'm saying, I use Uber Eats. So I'm saying, I put $10 tip every single time to make sure that these 9-to-5 workers are getting what they're supposed to get. I used to work at Costco's, right? When I was working at Costco's, I quit my job. It was so easy, bro.
How was it so easy? What were you doing?
Bro, I was just sitting here taking the meat that the guy was slicing up, and I put it on the floor. So I did.
And shit was boring as fuck. And that's all you did.
That's all I did, bro.
All you did.
To put it into perspective, real
packing for hours, bro.
He's 15 years older than us, so he has a lot more experience.
This shit is just boring as bro.
He's like your
Yeah, of course. I understand that. But for my certain job, though, I can't really just stand around and have someone just give me something in order
You work at...
Yeah, I work at... I walk around, help people like 24/7.
Basketball hoops, you can just start shooting.
I can't do any of that. Making sure that people at the end of the day walk out of here with something that I personally sell to them, but I can't really play around, go play hoops or talk with all my coworkers.
So you're trying to sell me the soccer ball right now?
I'm not gonna sell this. The reason I brought this soccer ball, this is a World Cup ball. The World Cup is coming soon. Everyone is coming together to show love to all these teams. Obviously, right now, it's too expensive. How are people going to afford to go to these games? People have to work their ass off.
Get a sponsor.
Yeah, get a sponsor.
Literally. Can't get a sponsor.
I got
what certain sponsors?
What are you talking about?
Okay, and what if they say, oh, sorry, we can't give you that sponsor?
Life's not fair.
Life's not fair.
It's definitely not fair.
You gotta work for it.
You gotta work hard.
Work for it.
You gotta work hard.
And we have to work for it in order to get a sponsor. It's way harder for us to work because we have to make sure our PR is perfect to be at the World Cup.
And if it's not, you're not going to get a sponsor. You're not on the World Cup.
All it takes is one person in this group to have a bad PR, and we all can't go. See how unfair that is?
How do you know that, though?
Ben and Petty was in the backyard, and it was...
They just tried to cancel this man last week.
Because he had a petting zoo.
And then guess what? Barry got all our sponsors declined because of me.
And do you know how hard that is?
That is for me?
No, I can understand. It's definitely hard because it's not your...
Hundreds of thousands of dollars to make sure that this house stays up. We can't be a part of that. Because of him. Because he wanted to bring a petting zoo into the house.
If you got punished for one of your coworkers saying a slur,
I didn't say
how's that fair?
It's not fair.
Exactly.
But you're still, in a way, it's not fair, but you're still getting blamed for it because you might somewhat be in that situation, or because you worked for, or just any sort of a state where, like,
He just using
Damn.
keywords at this point.
Imagine Lacey goes outside. He has thousands of girls waiting for him every single day, and then he goes
I don't go
outside.
to the gym anymore because of it. I don't.
Literally.
I used to go to the gym, come outside, 15 girls holding a sign asking me to take my shirt off. That's sexual
Literally.
harassment in my eyes.
Literally.
Please show me proof of that one day, Lacey, please. Why does he care about having like 15 or possibly 20 girls
That's
going
aura?
after him, for God's
Chat
sake?
spans aura, man.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Swag.
And hold on. I got this.
image.
It makes his girl stay on her toes because she realizes, oh nah, he's a hunk of a man. Every single girl wants him. I gotta make sure that I do my part to stay with him.
Does any
Look at him.
does any ladies in this room want him?
She's definitely fun. She definitely thinks he looks good.
She definitely. She wants me. Granny wants me for sure. Granny wants me.
No, 100%.
Starting from zero as a streamer is harder than starting at an entry level. Yes. Yes. And in my case, my job, it's not an entry level. Like, I'm going to start as a test admin and I'm going to stay a test admin. Yeah, in this case, starting zero as a streamer is hard because I started from 0 viewers. And even now, there are some streams where I will have 0 viewers, but that's the nature of a stream. Viewers will cycle in and out. Some will stay for certain moments and will leave, or they probably got life going on, different time zones, so that will attribute to some streams being 0. Now, if you're streaming on Twitch, it sucks. But for YouTube, there's this, the YouTube algorithm treats my stream like a video, so it will always distribute my stream so I get eyes. Starting 0 as a streamer is harder than starting at an entry level as a 9 to 5.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Rose.
Rose. Silky. That's why everybody called me Silky, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, facts. I started at 0 viewers when I was...
Let me clear that again.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Rose.
Rose. Silky. That's why everybody
Silky?
called me Silky, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, facts. I started at 0 viewers when I was probably, like around, trigger warning, 2015 when I was graduating from high school, right? So I was at Shake Shack doing overtime, 8 hours a day, but still making sure, I'm not gonna lie, I was probably skipping school a couple times, to make sure I was getting my streaming hours in, but that's the risk you gotta take, right? And
I've taken the risk of leaving. I get off at 4:30, but just last year, I took the risk of leaving work at 3 o'clock, even though my boss used that against me as a probation. I left work to push my stream. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be sitting at 3,410 watch hours, closing in on 4,000 watch hours to unlock ads if I hadn't taken that risk. And I would do it again because I don't give a fuck about this job.
I was streaming to probably like 15 viewers for like 2 years straight. My mom took my entire PC, everything. She took everything. I started back in 2020 and I started from 0 again.
Oh my God, you fell off?
I fell off and I came back again. You know what I'm saying? In the end of the 2019 to 2020, that's when I started grinding again, but I was grinding every single day. I quit my job, stopped going to school until like I really started seeing that this was able to pay for me. And I went back to school and I finished school. And I was able to make a living off this. You know what I'm saying? But it's a 1 in a million, probably
more
billion chance that that's gonna happen.
Maybe even more. Bro, he was competing against like Zoe Berger shaking ass. Do you even know who that is?
Do you know who's over here? Have you ever seen Zoe Berger on a Zia stream?
I don't know, but
That competition was insane.
Insane.
did you compete with her?
I mean, we couldn't.
I don't shake ass. What?
Wow. He had competition.
Yeah, like
it was basically harder for him to start at 0.
you don't know the mental state that I had to be in an Aiden Ross E-Day going against Kai Cenat, the #1 streamer, and being able to take home a dub. It was me versus him and his clout. Like being the #1 streamer, I had to literally verse somebody.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, Titan and his community. If you win, you're getting antagonized the entire time.
This is 2021 Silky though.
Yeah. So you believe me? You believe that it's harder?
I'm not agreeing with you, but I agree to disagree.
So what's your disagreement?
My disagreement is when you go into a 9 to 5, you have to put in your work. You're on probation for 90 days. You have to prove yourself.
My job, I was in probation for 60 days, not 90 days, 180. It wasn't, mentally, it was hard. Physically, not really, because you're sitting at a desk, but still, you're sitting at a desk, so you just got to make sure to walk around so you're not stress, but it's literally mental.
So, for example, myself.
But yes, starting at entry level is not that it's not that hard. You're still getting paid. Starting zero as a streamer is harder.
I started in sales early on, first job, straight out of college.
Oh, okay.
And if we're talking about 9 to 5, like high profile, higher level, like lawyer, like exec, real estate, if it's not like cubicle 9 to 5, that has you work like 10 to 12 hours, that you're having to work overtime and stuff, those are not your traditional 9 to 5. Then we're talking about a different level type of job.
And I had to prove myself. You were talking about hitting the numbers. We have to hit the numbers. We have to hit the quota. We have to make sure that each month gets higher and higher and higher. You said you only had 15 viewers. I didn't have any viewers. So I had what we call stockpile payment.
That's bad motion, I'm not gonna lie.
That's terrible.
Phone calls, making sure that our quota is met. My accountability was a manager, and then we have a district manager, and then we have corporate. We have more people that we have to be accountable to. Mind you, I was living on my own, having to pay rent and having to do everything. I wasn't like doing anything or living at home with mommy like you were.
Oh, okay. All right, so you see, that's the thing.
So Mom doesn't love you. No. There's a difference. There's a choice. When I
Why would you assume he was living with his mom?
left home to go to college and then living on my own, yes. But you
That's
were
your
at
choice,
home.
though. That's your choice, though. That's the thing, though. I sat there and I was taking
I didn't-
risks. Listen, because, right, I didn't think to myself to leave my mom so she could sit there and toggle all the bills, right? I didn't do that. I didn't want to just go do that, right? I'm going to sit there and I'm going to make enough money so she doesn't have to worry about the bills.
But see, you
and
didn't
then later,
say that before.
I didn't have to
You
say
didn't
that.
say that.
That's not what but if I'm
You
working,
said that
if I'm working a job, I don't have to tell you where my income is going to. If I'm working at Shake Shack or Costco, I don't have to tell you where my income is going to. You don't know that I'm paying my mom and I'm giving her money for rent.
Can I ask a quick question? I was just trying to. Of course. It's like, I believe that I heard you all agree that it's almost like 1 in a billion, the success ratio that you have.
Yeah. 0.0001.
So you guys basically won the lotto.
The odds of winning in a major multi-state lottery jackpot are roughly winning a 300 million. I've never won nothing. No lottery, no sweepstakes. I've never won anything in my life.
That's the odds.
Yeah, we earned it. We earned it.
Being successful, the odds.
Okay, so if you want to talk about the lottery, you have to go buy the lottery tickets so to win the lottery.
Yeah, I know.
We
that-
went
I know
out
that-
there and did
I'm not saying that you didn't do some work. Just saying that the odds are so thin for your success. It's like becoming a Brad Pitt level actor.
Hey.
Being an actor is a great thing, but there's not a single actor that actually has money. So like they're doing. All I'm saying is they're doing something that they love. But how many people are actually going to make money from doing that?
So you're saying Kevin Hart doesn't have money?
Kevin Hart won the lotto.
Huh? Jason is a variety Twitch streamer known for energetic gaming, IRL streams, and comedic content. He's amassed around 2.2 million Twitch followers, peaked at 327k subscribers during a subathon. Was briefly the second most subscribed streamer on Twitch. Streaming is mentally harder than having a 9 to 5. Yes.
How you doing? Doing good. Jason, good to meet you. Streaming is mentally harder than having a 9 to 5 job.
It's a different mentality, okay? You stream, you want people to like it.
But then again, it depends. As of right now, mentally, like I said, it depends. As of right now, it's not mentally harder. My job right now is mentally harder. At my level of streaming on YouTube, as of right now, it's not mentally harder.
Your world, right here, are how other people view you. Our world is making a living, paying bills, having a mortgage, raising a family.
Same with all of
What
us.
people say. Hold on. Hold on. It's just between us, okay? He's not in it right now.
He does not have a family.
It's a whole different world for you guys than it is for us, which you'll notice, right? How old are you?
22 team.
What?
I'm 22 team.
22 team. What does 22 team mean?
I just turned 22 team.
But you're 22. You're
22.
22. You're 22.
Just a baby.
This generation is a whole different language about everything. Guess how old I am? Just take a guess. No, be honest. What do you think?
He has good genes. He might be the 70s.
No, I'm gonna be honest.
And like an 84, like a cool 84. No, okay.
Do I look that old?
No.
8014.
8014.
8014. I like that. 8014. I just turned 70.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Wow.
That's not bad. I mean, honestly, you look good. I'm gonna be honest. You look
You know
great.
why? Because the job I had, which was with FedEx, sort of 9 to 5. You go in the morning, load your truck, you go out, make deliveries. But I'm outside every day.
But you have no mental battles, though.
Hold on. 20,000, 30,000 steps a day. Mentally, physically, that's why I'm where I am today. I'm retired. I have a corporate pension. I'm set for the rest of my life. The reason I got that because I have decided I want to take care of I want to raise a family. I have 2 daughters, both married. I have a 4-year-old grandson.
That's actually incredible.
I'm set. I don't care what other people
But that's not my argument, though.
think about me.
So your life is a lot
amazing.
easier than mine.
But throughout your job,
I'm
you
set.
have zero mental
Exactly.
stress.
Well, wait a minute.
when
Don't say I didn't have stress. I've had a pain of stress.
when you delivered mail, what was the stress? Not making the mail in time? Because I had to stress about the L's in my chat. I have to stress about the
But
hate
that's your
farms that I go
choice.
through. No, it's
But
not my
that's your
choice. It's my
choice.
job.
No, that's your choice.
It's not my choice.
Your
it's my
job is your.
It's not my
Nobody
choice.
in
It's
here
my
is
job.
doing the job they don't want to. That's your choice.
No, it's not my choice.
My choice
It's my
was
job.
to get a.
I'm pretty sure they're doing jobs that they don't want to. I'm pretty sure, possibly.
If you quit, what should
job.
you do?
Yeah, if I quit now, what?
What should you do?
Quit now, what? Am I supposed to be flipping burgers?
Get a job.
Work at Costco?
But you guys just said it's so hard to get a job.
So no, you're saying nobody in this room wishes they had another job.
But everybody has an option of what they want to do for a living.
There's definitely
But
people
no.
in this room.
This
Definitely wants another job.
But that's her.
She's an educational therapist.
I'm
No one
talking
wants
about what I do.
to do that. What the
Even is an educational therapist.
Mentally delivering mail is not more mentally taxing than looking
For
at
me-
chat, spamming
for
L's,
me-
and making sure you don't make the wrong decisions to get hate farmed.
But when I got off work every day, I was okay.
Exactly.
I was okay.
When I ended stream,
I'm
Mentally stable.
when I
I'm
ended,
retired.
no, but yeah,
Super mentally stable. Like you look like you've always had just enough fruits in your basket. You've never had an overflow of fruits in your basket and lost everything.
fruits.
Never.
Okay.
And that's a metaphor.
All right.
metaphor.
Don't go to the lost everything, okay? Because I lost my house in the Eaton fire. I lost everything.
Eat fire?
The Eaton Fire was a major wildfire that started on January 7th, 2025 in the Eaton Canyon here near Altadena and Pasadena in Los Angeles County, California. Driven by powerful Santa Ana winds, it rapidly spread into residential areas and became one of the most destructive fires in California history.
Eaton fire. You don't even know about that, do you?
You talking about
I'm not
Malibu?
from LA.
You're not from LA. Okay, I'm sorry. You didn't know from LA. You didn't know. Okay, fine.
don't watch the
You've
news,
heard the
I watch the
Palisades fire.
Yeah.
Palisades.
We were in
Palisades was a major wildfire in Los Angeles County, California that started on January 7th, 2025 near the Pacific Palisades area. A small human-caused fire wasn't fully extinguished, and days later, extreme winds caused it to flare up into one of the most destructive wildfires in Los Angeles history. Burned about 23K plus acres, destroyed about 6.8 thousand structures, killed 12 people, and forced mass evacuation. That's
Well,
crazy.
Altadena
Oh, man.
is above Pasadena. I lost everything.
You have house insurance.
Everything. My wife and I left the house. There was nothing to come back to. Where I am right now, I'm okay. Because I'm not worried about what other people
Can I ask you a
think.
question?
And your job, you have to worry about what other people think.
Exactly
Not
why
gonna
my
make it.
job is
But you're
harder.
that's what I'm saying.
That's my
we all
job.
think-
I have to
I
do
could
that.
confidently say that we all think. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. That like what you're.
And for me, in my current reality, I know this question is speaking generally. You would have to do whatever you're doing in your reality to say which one is harder. And for my reality right now, my 9 to 5 is harder. Generally, I don't care what people think, but what makes it hard is because I deal with like emotionally reactive people. So what makes it hard is that as much as I don't want to please people, I'm being forced to like please people instead of my leadership helping people understand the process so that I can do my job. So in that aspect, streaming isn't mentally harder than a 9 to 5 job.
saying about your life is good. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't think that.
No.
But once again, it depends on the aspect, situation based.
Listen. But what you're saying about him is you're kind of proving his point by accident because you're saying that you are okay. You don't have any mental stress over it. You're chilling because you
I do have
figure
mental
out
stress.
you figured out a way.
I end my stream
that's
and
your
I
choice.
facepalm myself
that's-
because I'm like,
that's-
why did I do that?
That's your choice, right?
That's not my choice. Sometimes
No,
I
that's your
slip up. I'm human. I'm human,
choice.
just like you. Okay, we mess up. All right.
We all do.
Exactly.
human, right.
Exactly. But people on the internet, they don't see me as human. They see me as a streamer.
No, they see him as an alien. They look at him as
Imagine a normal
But
daily human mistake you made was
But what's
amplified
important
by
to you guys
10,000
is what
eyes.
everyone else there thinks. I don't care what other people think about what I'm doing.
You don't have to.
Doesn't affect your. Doesn't affect your.
I have
the
to
luxury
care
of not
because
having
if I
one.
don't care, I lose sponsors. I lose this. I lose
Great
that.
example.
He loses his job.
He was dead ass just trying to make kids' day, saying, "Yo, check out these aminals." And then as he shows them, he gets canceled on Twitter. And now everyone thinks this guy hates animals.
Because they're calling him an animal abuser, saying, "Oh,
An animal abuser,
his
animal
eyes
eater.
are so far apart. He's a chop. He's an alien.
He probably
he's
eats the
ugly."
animals.
He
Like
probably-
what?
yeah, he
All
probably-
these things. Like they're disgusting on the internet.
There's another point you wanted to make over there. Who was that?
No, I wanted to ask you. You said like, sorry to hear about your house being like lost in a fire, but you did get house insurance for that. Like, you got yeah, you probably got paid way more than what your house was actually worth.
I had a steady job that paid the insurance for that. In case something happens, where God forbid,
Are you in a bigger house now?
it did. No, same house. I wanted the exact same what I lost. But all this is a matter of insurance, bills, is what we chose as our jobs so we can make it. Your job is
So
you
you're
both have to like what you do.
So you're agreeing with my point then, that I have to fight a harder mental battle than you.
That's what he's saying.
I wouldn't say it's hard.
So that's what you said.
It probably doesn't matter.
You didn't even realize that.
9 to 5s don't actually have a real mental battle.
There is no mental
No one
battle.
in here goes through actual
You
stress
actually literally
because of
just
their
wake up and go to
jobs.
the
We
matter. You
do.
gotta be fast.
Do you have a matter, Daddy?
You have a matter at You got a matter at
Lacey be trolling. But I'm pretty sure if I was in that position where the stream is paying me, at that point I could say, yeah, streaming is mentally harder. But I can see both sides. Like, because I work a 9 to 5 as of right now, and I'm building YouTube, I could definitely say in my current reality, 9 to 5 is harder. But they stream on Twitch, so it's entirely different because there's no guarantee that they'll make it and they'll get paid. YouTube, you got ads, but still you got to know how to set up your channel to where put out videos. The algorithm understands what video that you make and who to show it to and who else are going to like it. In the same way with the stream, the moment that you're live, YouTube has enough data to distribute your stream to whomever in real time. So
It's hard. It was hard work. It was hard.
So you agree with
But
me
I
then?
tried. But I chose that work. I chose to do what I did.
You chose to matter daddy around all day?
Does anyone even have a matter, Daddy here?
Does anyone have a matter daddy?
Well, see, that's a different language. Do you guys know what matter?
What's what? What's
Nobody
what?
knows what that is.
What is what?
What you said.
Do you have a matter, Daddy?
Listen, what?
What?
I don't know what a matter daddy is.
What is a matter? No, I don't even know. What is a matter daddy? I don't know. Educate us. What is it?
What is what?
What's a matter daddy?
what's the matter, Daddy? Oh, what's the matter, Daddy? Got you.
I just got it.
Streamers wouldn't last 1 week working an average 9 to 5 job. I'm working 9 to 5 while building my stream.
Not true.
Well, what do you call average?
Your job.
See, I think.
All right,
I
fair
think.
enough.
I think
Are you willing to hear a little bit of an example?
of your
Just-
job.
Yeah.
I
Just
don't.
to cut back.
Educational therapy.
Yeah, I know. It's not as fancy schmancy as it sounds.
What is that?
Okay, just think of an impressive title for special education, but at multiple different locations. So you've got layers and layers and layers of people that you need to keep happy, that you need to negotiate. You need to make the senior teachers happy, administrators.
You're a principal.
Nope, but I need to make the principals happy. I need.
Which is pretty much what Lacey and them are doing as streamers, is making people happy, or else they're unhappy and the next thing you know, they're judging you, they're hitting on you, and you have to care what they say because it's going to affect your pay. It's gonna affect your income. It's gonna affect your livelihood. So you're literally doing the exact same thing. They're doing it through a different medium opposed to her. She's in a different work setting.
We make
In a
school
public social work
psychologists
setting.
happy. I certainly need to support kids with special ed needs. Sometimes I'm even a legal advocate.
So here's what I think. I think I already do your job on a 10 times bigger scale. I make thousands of kids happy. I make hundreds of teachers happy. I probably make the students you work with happy.
That's true. Yeah.
So I already do your job just on a massive scale.
Yeah. She counted
Well,
on one hand. How
that's-
many
You had 5 people you got to worry about.
She counted 5 people.
You did it on one hand. You just said one hand.
Just because I was holding up a hand and you were counting my fingers doesn't mean that that was people.
That's what you said.
I
Teachers,
got
students.
probably about 400 clients.
There's a difference between knowledge and entertainment. Both have a huge impact on human beings and people. Knowledge is not everything. People need to be entertained. People want to smile. People want to laugh. Laughing is the best cure for sadness. It's the biggest cure for depression. Just smiling. That's more important than knowing about
I'm not disagreeing
knowledge.
with you. I'm not disagreeing with you on that at all, but
I do educate people.
You told people to buy Bitcoin.
I'm not disagreeing with you on the value of humor and entertainment
And see,
at all.
here's the thing
But
is-
I feel that you are
Let me ask you a
deluded
question.
in saying that entertainment and knowledge are exclusive of one another.
How many
What do
years did you go to
think
school?
entertainment
How many years did you go to
is?
school in college for your degree?
Why are
Entertainment and knowledge are exclusive of one another. I don't know what that means.
you asking?
I just wanna know.
What is it important to you?
Because I just want to know.
I have a master's.
Okay. I have a law degree. Yeah. I went to school, got a law degree while streaming. All at the same time, still grew my brand to the point to where it is today. That's called hard work. All you had to do was just go to school, show up to a couple classes, bang, boom, boom, do a couple homeworks, turn an assignment, and here you are now making a few students and
Once
teachers
again,
happy.
you're making assumptions. You're
No,
making
you just said it.
assumptions about
You just
who
said
I.
it.
No, I didn't. You have been doing that time and time again to
No.
everybody across.
You've
the
been
table.
manipulating me this whole time.
I think I'm manipulated too.
How?
Do you have a course? Can I buy your course?
She's a therapist. She knows how to get in our heads and manipulate. She's manipulative.
Back off, fellas.
Oh.
She's manipulative.
One-on-one.
And you repeatedly think that you are entertaining
I am.
your followers.
I'm an entertainer.
Which of other asses and other people who act like buffoons. And that's it. And in a couple of years, you do know somebody else is going to replace you, younger and dumber, and or AI.
That's fine. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. That's AI is, yeah, you're making assumptions now. So that is again that gaslighting that you do, that manipulating that you probably learned in school, where you just flipped the situation and did exactly what you said I was doing. You just assumed that someone's gonna replace me. I'm irreplaceable. No one can do what I do. Okay? That's number one. Number two, anybody can do what you do.
Hold on 1 second.
Anybody can be an educational therapist. Go to school for a couple years, learn about educations, and
That's true. Anybody can do it. If I went to school to learn how to be like a doctor, yeah, it'll be grueling. Yeah, it'll be hard, but eventually I'll come out with a degree of how to practice medicine.
boom, you're an educational
You were
therapist.
talking
It's not
about
hard to
earlier
do.
that you earned your law
And I have a
degree.
feeling you're at an entry level of your
Do you
job.
think anybody can earn a law degree? There is no such thing as an entry level.
You are probably an entry level at your job because I can tell you're not very good at it.
He's not good at manipulating.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm entitled to not pay any attention to it.
All of us right here, we all do all of your jobs in a way. Just on a bigger scale.
Oh, please.
Whether you're an insurance broker, whether you're a therapist, whether you work at, we do all these jobs in one. I literally work. We inspire and entertain, and that is something that is important to the youth, because if we go through life telling all these kids, you gotta grow up, you gotta get a job, you gotta follow the cycle, stay in that cycle. You're brainwashing these kids in the future generations to think that they have to sit at that desk. They have to do that 9 to 5. When the truth is, they could follow their dreams and they could be just like us.
Being a streamer is harder than working 9 to 5. Debate is very broad, and in some aspects, streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 is harder than streaming, and for being a 9 to 5 and building a platform, both are hard in their own ways. But ultimately, it's all about, you got to make sacrifices. You got to take risks. You got to figure out how to maneuver your way around a job so that you can build a stream. What makes building a stream hard is how to have the energy to build it right after you clock out. You got to figure that out. And the moment that you figure out how to do that, then you're able to adjust and balance without burning yourself out. And right now I gotta get off and get ready to go to bed because I got work in the morning, and working at 9 to 5 is hard because I have to wake up early in the morning 7:30 in the morning to go to work. And even when it's like raining hard outside, I still gotta go. That was a very interesting video. I definitely see both sides and agree with both sides in some aspects, disagree with some sides in what aspect, but it's your opinion at the end of the day, and I'm low-key kind of glad I was able to share mine. I think this video is going to be longer, maybe a little over an hour, but it's all good. There you have it, y'all. That was my first time reaction to what was it? My first time reaction to 9 to 5 workers versus streamers debate. If you enjoyed my reaction, like to see me react to videos similar to this, go ahead and like this video. This is your host, Chucky Made, and I'm out. 어이, 나 이제 나요. 요 안 나가요. 사서도 채널을登録しろよ. 세로.